So thank you for that introduction, Miss Law. My name is Miss Brown and I'm the class teacher for Willow class. Some of you know me and some of you I've seen in new starter kind of activities and things that we've been doing. Okay, so I'm just going to run you through some of the things that will happen day to day in the class. So first of all, arrival is at 8:45 at the main reception gate. There will be a site manager or a member of SLT to welcome you there and open the gate for you. You'll then walk onto the playground and all the teachers will be stood ready and waiting outside their classroom doors. So just look for me, you'll look for the picture of the willow tree and you'll see me waving and smiling, ready to welcome you in September. And you'll see Miss Welsh outside her classroom, and to walk with Miss Welsh, if you're in Hazel class, you'll be meeting at the red gate, ready to walk into the early years playground to then go through to your classroom. And for myself, a Willow class, it'll be outside our cloakroom door. Okay, you don't need a lot with you on your first day. All you really need is your coat, a water bottle, a healthy snack. If you have a school book bag, brilliant, bring it. If not, we can make sure you get one. And if you have a school planner, please bring that. But if not, again, don't worry, we'll give you one. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about planners later on. Okay, so on the first day, we really love it if you can encourage your children to be as independent as possible. It's really nice when they get to all line up together and we go in all together, just the children and the teachers, and the parents will stay on the playground. We understand this is going to be a really tricky time for some of you, but we really ask that the children all come in together because it makes it a really lovely, quick process, and they're all there for each other and they tend to really enjoy it. Okay, so that's a little bit about coming into the classroom on the first day. So moving on to snack time, as I mentioned, a healthy snack, so that can be crackers, cheese, cereal bars, fruit, vegetables, anything that's lovely and healthy that your child enjoys. We do have free fruit available at school, but there might not always be their favourites. We sometimes have tomatoes, carrots, bananas, apples, pears. We have a variety, but they're not always all available. We do ask that you don't bring any nuts. We are a nut-free school and we have got a few members of staff that are allergic. So if you could just double check that there's no nuts, that would be absolutely brilliant. We also offer milk, and there's a link on the school website if you'd like to register your child for milk, and we make that readily available during snack time. Okay, so with snack time, we actually have snack time throughout the day, and rather than have a sit down where we all come together and sit down and eat our snacks, we have a snack table. So please make sure your children are aware of this when they come in. We'll be telling them as well that they can go and have their snack whenever they like. And we love this because it allows them to be independent. They like to sit and have a natter with their friends around the snack table. Sometimes there's an adult on there. We also like to put different kinds of snacks on there depending on what we're learning about. Sometimes there's kind of different exotic fruits, sometimes different kind of vegetables and snacks that we have if we're learning about different countries. Okay, and it's a really lovely experience for the children. Just pick and choose when they're going to eat. Okay, and then we move on to lunchtime. So we will be having lunch in the hall at 12 o'clock. The teachers and TAs will go in with them for this first half term just to settle them down and make sure they eat their dinners nicely, make sure they're all sitting with their friends. If they need anything cutting up, we can help them. If they're sandwiches, we can help them open things and all those extra bits. So we're in there for the first 15 minutes to help them with all those things. After that, there is a lovely dinner lady in there supporting them as they eat their lunch. If you could let us know about any food allergies or dietary requirements, just let us know you have one. We can then give you a form to fill out, and then that goes straight to the kitchen. Okay. At this age, children do get their school dinners for free. So if you would just like to send them, you don't need to let us know. You don't need to give us any money. You can just send them to school as long as they know if they're a dinner or a sandwich. Okay. We really encourage school dinners as much as possible because they're really healthy, they're really lovely, and the children do really enjoy it. Okay, but if you are going to be a packed lunch, that's absolutely fine as well. And they can bring a packed lunch with them as they come into school in the morning, and we will have a designated area. Okay, just please make sure they know if they're a sandwich or a dinner, as we asked them during the register, and we've had it before, they're a little bit unsure and numbers are a bit skew-with. So as long as they know if they're dinner or a sandwich, we'll be absolutely fine. Thank you for that. And so this is a bit of information about what you will need. So I talked about what you're going to need on the first day. This is going through the first half term. So you will be given a planner and a reading book within the first 2 weeks. So this planner will be for reading at home with your child, recording that you've read with them and the different kind of things they were able to do or anything they struggled with their book. And you'll be able to record in there as you read with them. We do ask that you read with them every day, and we do really notice the difference when parents read with their children every day. It really makes a huge difference in their learning, their progress, their joy of reading. It makes a huge impact, a really good positive impact. Okay. So your child will be read with a teacher weekly, and the book will change. And so we only really tend to change the books if the children are really confident in it, but the children absolutely love it when we get to change their books, and they can move up the different book levels as they become more confident. But there'll be another video on our school YouTube page that you can watch with our old reading coordinator, Mrs. H, and she talks you through some of the tips and how we do reading here at Barmillow. Another really important thing I want to mention is Tapestry. So in the first couple of weeks, you all should have had some login information come through where you can activate your account with Tapestry. Now, Tapestry, I'll talk a little bit about later on. It's just an online system that we use to record children's lovely learning. Okay, and the final thing I want to talk about that you need to bring is a PE kit. Okay, so we do PE once or twice a week, depending on the timetable, depending on how the planning works. So we'll do it between once and twice a week. And their PE kit should consist of just a white t-shirt and some black shorts and black plimsolls. If it's a little bit colder, you can send them with black jogging bottoms or a black hoodie or something to keep them warm. But that is the generic kind of PE kit. And you can leave it in school. We're happy for you to take it home once every half term, because as I said, we only do it once or twice a week, and they don't tend to get that dirty or smelly. So if you want to keep them here for a whole half term, that's absolutely fine by us. And like their coats and book bags, they will be on the children's peg and they can stay at school. Okay, so now I'm just going to have a little bit of a chat about planners. So planners are our main form of communication. Whilst you're more than welcome to grab us for a quick chat, question or query at the start or the end of the day as we welcome the children or dismiss. If you're not really comfortable with that, or there's something a bit more private you'd like to talk about, or if you want a bit of a longer chat, you can just make a note of it in the planner. And we do see planners weekly, so we'll look at the planners once a week, do the children's reading, and we will definitely be back in touch with you, and we can ring you or make sure we put aside time to talk to you at the end of the day and a few other things if you have any worries or concerns. Okay, you also use the planners, as I said before, to record the daily reading that you do at home. Again, you can watch Mrs. H's reading tips to learn more about the different kind of things that you should be writing in there, the different kind of things you can be recording as your children read to you. And we, as I said before, we will change books weekly. So every week we'll be changing their book and we'll be writing it in their planner that they've read with us. There'll be a praise that they did something that they did really, really well, and maybe a prompt, something they could really work on and develop next time. But overall, it's just a way of recording all the reading that we do and a way for you to communicate with school and for school to communicate with you. So for reading at home, I can't emphasize enough how much it really helps the children progress if they read every single day. You really tell the difference. But just reading as much as you can at home, any time you can get, it can be in the car on the way to school, it can be just before bed, any way you can fit it into. I understand you have a very busy schedule, and any way you can fit it into it, it really benefits the children. And there won't be a reading meeting because of the current situations, but there is a video on here that will help you, and it will be Mrs. H's reading tips, as I said before, and I'll make sure it's on our school website and we'll email you a link. Okay, so there will also possibly be additional reads with teaching assistants as much as it can be done. And like I said before, I think I've said all this already, but it's just using the planner to communicate as and when the children read. Okay, and we'll be doing the same at school. So again, I mentioned Tapestry earlier. I'm just going to talk about it a little bit more. So this is another way that school and home can communicate, but this is more specifically about the children's learning. So you can take videos on it, you can put pictures on it, and you can upload it. And if you upload something, the only people that will see it will be the staff. So anything you upload for your child, nobody else's parents will see. You can just send it almost directly to the staff members, and it will go on your child's site, on your child's page, and there'll be all the lovely pictures and videos that they've done. And it's a lovely way to record learning, especially things that can't be stuck into books, videos of them interacting, videos of them doing things that they've never done before. It's really, as a teacher and as teachers, we love to see the learning they can do at home. It's things that we don't really always need to teach in school, things like getting dressed by themselves, if they can ride a bike at home, if they're being really kind and looking after a younger sibling, all these lovely things that we don't get to see. It's great when parents upload them onto Tapestry, so we get to see all the lovely learning they do in all aspects of life. This is also where we will be setting home learning. So home learning might sound scary, but it's not just reading, writing, and number. We set all sorts of lovely home learnings, from creative activities to outdoor activities, things that get you on different adventures, things that get you talking, communicating, and discussing things with older generations, younger generations. All these different kinds of home learnings are the kind of things we set, and it will be on Tapestry. So you'll have your child as an account to be linked to, and you'll also have one for your class. It'll be Willow or Hazel, and you'll be attached to that class, and that's where we'll put the home learning up. So we'll put the home learning activity onto that class page for you all to see. So I just want to end it with saying thank you for watching this video. I know it's quite a long one, but we really appreciate all the lovely hard work and learning you've been doing with your children. It means the world to us, and we also just want to emphasize how important it is that you help your child be independent, because they're coming to school for the first time, and yes, whilst it is scary, and for some of you, you know, this might be your first child coming to school, and it is a really difficult time for everybody. But as much as you can, encourage them to be independent in everything they do, from getting dressed, using a knife and fork, just walking into school, all those things that they can do by themselves. If you really, really encourage them and praise them if they do it as much as possible, that would be amazing for us, and we can work together, because it's also a really exciting time for them, and we're so excited to see all their gorgeous smiling faces in September, especially after the last couple of years that we've had. We can't wait to welcome them, and we know it's going to be a fantastic year. Okay, so I shall see you in September. If you have any questions or queries, there'll be an email on this page that you can drop an email to, and we can't wait to see you. Bye.